Hey everybody, this is Jeffrey and this is another episode of Stage Talk 18. Today I'm going to be talking about The Grinch. And I know there are so many people that after I watch this movie, they're all like, is it a good movie? Should I actually pay my money and watch this? Is it worth it? I love the Jim Carrey movie. Is it really gonna hold up to that? For me personally, I think the answer is no. You don't need to see this movie in theaters. It was a fine movie. I'm not saying it was bad, but it definitely felt more of like a extended TV special than it did a full long movie. Now the animation was great, so that definitely gave it that edge to be a movie. But overall, I personally didn't feel that it needed to be there. The easiest way that I think I can explain this is the Jim Carrey movie is really quotable. There's so many lines where you're like, yes, I know this, and you can say it along with the rest of your family. And actually during Thanksgiving we started watching The Grinch, and already there was 6 of my family members that were quoting lines. And I think that the new Grinch movie, and it was good, it just felt more of a movie that you could have playing in the background. You didn't need to sit down and watch every scene. There are certain scenes that you would sit down and be like, oh, I love this scene. But the whole movie overall, you could walk away from. We'll go with the things that I loved first. My favorite thing, definitely in this movie, was Max. He was just so unbelievably cute. And he never said anything, but he was just so funny, and he only had to give a look, and you kind of were like, oh, I know what you're thinking. It's just, there was so much expression that was shown in his character that was really, really good, and I really thought he brought that little extra that was really, really cute to the movie. So I thought that was nice. He was really creative and smart, and he was really loyal. He was a really loyal dog, and I know that's what Max's character is about, but they really, really emphasized on just how loyal he was. And even the Grinch noticed that and was like, you're a good dog. My second favorite character, actually after Max, the rest of them are all kind of because they were all fine. I just felt like there was something missing. I did like Cindy. I thought she was really funny and creative. It was hard with her because I tried really hard not to compare the two Grinch movies. And for me, Cindy Lou in this movie did not have a really good connection with the Grinch. And I think without that, it felt like there was something missing. You needed a little bit more connection between the Grinch and Cindy, because she is the one that actually talks to the Grinch when he's dressed up as Santa. So I think it was really important, and I think they might have missed that a little bit. She did have an amazing speech, though. I loved the speech that she gave to the Grinch. I think it was really powerful in what a lot of people think about Christmas, how it really is a way to just remember everything, remember all the bad things, just for just a day, just to be like, okay, I'm happy, I'm with people I love. That's the Christmas spirit. And I think her speech really did well. I loved how she interacted with her group of friends and then her mother. Those scenes were always really fun, and I thought she was really creative. I think I would have liked to see a little bit more of her, but I think for what she was in, she didn't. It was good. Third character was the Grinch. He was fine. I don't know, he wasn't really menacing, which was fine. He didn't really seem like an evil dude. And I think that's where they were trying to go away from the Jim Carrey version, which was fine. But I don't know. My brother, when I went to go see it with him, one of the first things he said to me was during the tree lighting ceremony, the Grinch gets stuck there and he starts having a panic attack. My brother's like, ugh, I don't really see the Grinch as the kind of guy who panics around people. And I was like, I guess, but I kind of see where they're going with it. Because they really did do the whole orphan thing and how he never got to have that. So he always had that missing, and he didn't want anyone else to feel, he wanted everyone else to feel the way he did. So I think that was delivered well. And he was just, I don't know, he had some good moments with Max and with the the reindeer, who was Fred, which was really funny. I don't know. I feel like there was something missing, and that he needed, I don't know, to be a little bit meaner. He was funny. He was good. I needed a little bit more. The other character I really liked, who I'm actually going to put in the same spot as the Grinch, was actually really weird because you think she'd be a lot farther down, not even worth mentioning. But I really like Cindy Lou Who's mom. She was really funny, and I think she gave a lot more character to Cindy's character. I mean, for crying out loud, that was Cindy's motivation, was she wanted her mom to be happy. So I think without Donahue, it would have been weird. But I think the mother character was sought out really well, and I don't know if the Grinch and Donahue are going to get together, but they kind of set that up. So I don't know. Okay, the fourth character was Mr. Brickleham, and he was just really funny. He was really funny. He was just, you could tell how much he loved Christmas and how much he loved people and friends, and he's just that character that you're like, oh, he's going at it again. He was so adorable, and he was funny, and I really, really liked his character. And then lastly, I'm gonna mention them because I thought they were funny, was Gruber and the friends of Cindy Lou Who. She had her own little gang of friends, and they were trying to figure out how they were gonna capture the Grinch, and I thought that was really good. Overall, I thought the voice work was really good. I thought for what Benedict Cumberbatch did as the Grinch, I thought he did pretty well. One of my favorite parts overall through the entire movie was actually the opening. And I felt like they had a really strong opening, and it kind of just lost that feeling. But they had this part where the chorus came out, and they started like doing carols, and they started chasing the Grinch. And it was really funny, and he's running through town. He finally finds like an alley, and he hides there. And all of a sudden, all the carols pop out of the windows, and they all start chasing him. And the music is great, and they're just singing to him, and he's like, "Oh my God, I can't get away." And it's a really funny scene, and it wasn't something I was expecting, because I was like, because I'm so used to like how they were all in the Jim Carrey version, how they were all scared of him. So it was nice to see how they weren't really scared of him. In this movie, he was just different. And they were just all singing carols to him and like chasing him down. And he's like, "No, leave me alone." And it was really, really funny. The other thing that I thought was worth mentioning was the Grinch's technology. The way he took presents was really, really cool and really different. He had like these little like throwing stars that like tied up the tree. That was really cool. And I love that Max, like, again, he was just so sweet to Max. He gave Max like a little sidecar, and Max was going around collecting stuff on the outside while the Grinch was collecting stuff on the inside. I did like the Grinch's cave. I thought it was funny just how many signs he had out that was like, "Keep out," "I hate you," and like you could just really tell how much of an adventure the Grinch was. He had stuff for his coffee, so his dog could make the coffee. And he had like elevators, contraptions that would go around everywhere. So I think the house was really, really nice. I really enjoyed like seeing his house. The technology I just thought was really, really good in the movie. I liked the sleigh. Now there were a few things that I didn't really like in the movie, which I was kind of hoping like that I'd like it a little bit better. But I did not like the narrator. And I know Pharrell did the narrator, but it did not sound right. It sounded really, really off. It was not a narrator voice. It just felt really weird. And frankly, every single time he came on, I kind of went, "Oh, man, he's talking again." And I was like, kind of, I don't know, it was just really, really annoying. The other thing that was really annoying was the Grinch song. Like, I did not like it. It was really, I did not like that song. Okay, we're going to move on. And then lastly, the other thing that I mentioned a little bit earlier that I did not like is that I did not think Grinch and Cindy Lou Who had enough of a connection. He kind of just went from, they met like for like 2 seconds, and then all of a sudden she said something to him, and it like changed his whole outlook on life. Funny from the first movie. But it didn't seem like there was a connection. It was really hard to follow along with that storyline when you didn't have it. So overall, I think the Grinch movie was fine. I definitely think it's worth seeing on DVD. I, I don't know. It really depends. I think it really depends how big of a Christmas fan you are, I guess. But I don't know. It was good. It's not something you have to see in theaters. You can enjoy it just as much as home. So that's all I have for The Grinch. Overall, it was a decent movie, and I would recommend it to anyone who wants to sit at home when it comes out in DVD and watch it. So, yep, that is it. And this was another episode of Stage Talk 18. If you like the things I had to say, give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you're feeling like it. And please leave a comment what you thought of The Grinch, and if you had any similar things that you thought maybe frustrated you, or you actually are disagreeing with me. And then please give me like the reasoning why you thought maybe that you're like you really like this, even though I didn't, explaining why, and maybe I'll get a little bit more understanding. So that's all I have for today. Thank you guys.